going on, everybody? Happy Thursday. Welcome to TIMBP Live. I'm Perry. I'm the host of This is My Bourbon Podcast. Thank you so much for being here. If you're watching on the replay, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you're watching on Twitch, please follow. You can subscribe as well for as little as $6 a month. Or for free with a Twitch Prime. You get one free Twitch Prime a month by connecting your Amazon Prime account. Use it on your favorite streamer. Hopefully that is me. Folks, it has been a busy week, one riddled with anxiety and nerves. Yet, I think everything turned out okay. I think we're good. I think it's fine. I think I'm okay. I think I don't have anything to... Oh, what happened? Speaking of anxiety and nerves, Brian Beyke's here. Of Beyke'S Blue Corn. Or Beyke'S Blue, sorry. Brain's fried. Very excited to be getting into this in just a little bit. I think my camera's a little bit high. We're going to be switching things up a little bit. Instead of jumping into the news first, we are going to be checking out the review, or doing the review before we go too far. So I'm going to go ahead and crack open my bottle while we talk about what's been going on in my life. That, oh my goodness, this smells incredible. We'll talk about the bona fide of Beyke'S Blue here in just a moment. The official seal box. What's going on? How are you guys doing? Thank you so much for being here. I am assuming that's Blake. Blake, good to see you. Tully Weeds over on the Twitch. Hello, friendly friends. Good to see you, Tully Weeds. Johnny 5. Johnny 5. I think I just figured out who was in the corn suit for the between two stalks bit. It was not me. What did I just pour? I just poured the brand new Beyke'S Blue. 6-year-old Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey made with blue corn. 112 proof. Eventually, I'll figure out how to make the channel have my name on it. Excited to hear the review. Between Two Stalks may have just become my new personality. I've had a lot of industry people ask to be on. I would love to be on Between Two Stalks. Never heard of it. It's brand new and named after our dear friend, Mr. Brian Beyke. And there's a whole story behind it. We will get to it here in just a second. And we'll talk about, again, some of the bona fides behind it. But I will roast you so hard. I fully am ready for it. And I don't doubt that you're going to just tear me to pieces. Okay, give me a second. Sorry. There's a farming YouTube channel that is a second channel called Between the Rows. Interesting. Of course there's a farming YouTube. Every time that I'm like, wow, I can't believe that there's a YouTube, a YouTube, what am I trying to say? Ecosystem for that. Of course there is. Like, we exist in the bourbon and whiskey ecosystem. You know what I mean? Cricket over on the Twitch. Cricket stopped on my my gaming stream last night on Twitch. Thank you so much for being back. Hope you're well. Cricket, this is my bourbon streaming night. Going to be pouring the BEYKE'S Blue. Well, I've already poured it. I'm giving it a little bit of airtime, and then I'll be reviewing it. But give you the personal news before we jump into this. Let you know what's been going on in my life. My girls are in Florida for the week, so I have had another week of being on my own, and let me tell you, I have had very little human interaction. Aside from when I've gone to work, which has been nice. It's been nice to go. I don't normally go into my office more than once a week. I've been to Frankfurt twice this week. Yesterday was for a little company retreat, which was basically just lunch. And it was nice to catch up with folks. But otherwise, it's been very quiet here. I went to what is ostensibly a block party in Fayette County in Lexington. Hello again, whiskey friends. Hello to you, Jeffrey Wack. Good to see you in Lexington on Saturday, and that was the last big thing that I really did. You're a human. I'm a meat popsicle. I'm a meat puppet. But just, don't poke me too hard. I might explode. Anyway, that's all I got going on. If you all haven't listened to this week's episode of the podcast, there is a bit of a warning at the beginning of it because and it was not intended for it to be. But it was a slightly more political podcast episode than I intended. But I had Chuck Cora, the host of Appalachia, on this week. We were talking about trying to advocate for Appalachian people through bourbon and the bourbon industry and the bourbon community, and it was a really good episode. I'm really, really proud of it. I really enjoyed the conversation with Chuck. But if it's not your thing, it's okay. It's all right. I even said it like during the disclaimer where I was like, could just be that it's not for you, move on. Next week's episode is going to be back to normal. Yeah, but I appreciate everybody who has listened to it and has honestly given it some love. It's been very cool. To see the fact that even though I've stepped outside of what is basically normal comfort zone, and there's only been like one dislike on the YouTube video, which is nice. It was fine. Sensitive viewers may need to skip. Nothing offensive was said. Yeah, I didn't say anything that was too crazy. I didn't say anything that was too crazy, but it is what it is. I was offended. Well, if you were offended, Kyle, that actually kind of surprises me. But regardless, let's get into this review. I don't want to delay it too much further because I'm very excited for this bottle. I'm very excited for Mr. I know you're trolling. I'm messing with you too. But once again, I'm offended about not being offended enough. Tully, do you think I should have gone harder? I could have gone harder. I could have gone way harder. I was very restrained. Let me be honest. RVing with my buddy. Hello. Good to see you. Thanks so much for being here. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Welcome in. My name's Perry. I am the host of This is My Bourbon Podcast. This is my normal Thursday night stream. For the record, I wanted to say something more offensive about sensitive listeners. That's okay. I actually haven't listened yet. Give it a listen. Give it a listen. Like I said, it's not a particularly. It's good. It's good. I don't want to spoil anything. Anyway, BEYKE'S Blue. This is my Thursday night stream. It is. I'm through the pregame chats, but not quite episode yet. Fair enough. Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey made with blue corn bourbon. So it's blended balance, bottled with the drinker in mind. Let's check out The website as well. Oh, I forgot I moved my camera yesterday when I was playing video games. There we go. BEYKE'S Blue isn't just another bourbon. It's the result of a heritage grain blue corn grown and cherished for its complex flavor. Each bottle captures the depth, richness, and nuance of this unique grain, distilled with care and bottled at peak character. Look at this guy. Oh, wait, you can't hear that, can you? Hang on. Hang on. I gotta fix that. I gotta fix that so you can hear it.
My dad used to tell me stories about growing up in Western Kentucky and working the farms. Now, that wasn't my story, but it all came full circle when I saw pictures several years ago of a Beyke family farms truck bringing corn to a local distillery. It might have been a small role, but knowing that my family, as well as so many other families around the U.S., played a part in our whiskey industry was fascinating. Fast forward today, and
Hello? Why did it pause? Okay, well, anyway. I made this page in like 20 minutes, Squarespace rules. Squarespace sucks. My question is, why the corn so sad? Why the corn so sad? Why, it's just a sad little corn. So it's actually 6.5 years old. My apologies. It is on sale for $80 a bottle through Sealbox. I'll put a link in the description below. And then, you know what? For all you people who are interested in it, I don't even know if you can use that link. Probably not. Probably not, but regardless, I want to make sure that it's out there for y'all. Convenience, I suppose. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's get to it. I don't want to go over tasting notes because I want to give you my own tasting notes because that's how it's the M. What? Okay. Nose starts out very sweet. Hang on. It's the missing link. Tony Bag of Donuts, you've done it again. You've done it again. Oops. And the missing message. A little bit of ripe fruit as well. Very light. My camera froze for a second. I don't think this. What did I do again? And I won't admit to anything. You just are. You're Mr. Bag of Donuts. Slight bit of tobacco. The barrel is present as well, but not overpowering. I think it really is leaning into the sweeter profile on the nose, which I really like. All right. Cheers, folks. And thank you to Brian and Sealbox for providing me with a bottle free of charge for a review. This is... I always have to say it when I do these reviews because, you know, I've not been Bought and paid for. Yeah. Bought and paid for. All right. Cheers. Bottoms up. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. Not sent for review, just for you to enjoy, but I appreciate you anyways. This literally made my mouth water. It literally made my mouth water. Here's the thing. Here's my first impression. It does not read like it is 6.5 years old. It punches above its weight class, for one. 2, it really well balanced with a good amount of heat. That doesn't overpower how, like, rich this flavor profile is. That being said, I mean, that was my first sip of anything today. So I could be... That's because it's whiskey and not a child. He's sad because he doesn't read. Are you sad? Are you sad, little bottle? Tell me why. Tell me of your problems and your musings, and we shall work through them together, I promise. Timmy fell down a well. You invested too heavily into a crypto scheme. I'm interested to compare it to Smoke Eye Hill or Still Austin's offerings. He's sad because he's still maturing. Probably shouldn't have held it like that then. I'm going to be real honest with you. Gonna be really honest with you. I probably should have, we just got to know each other. Might not have been the, do you want me to be really honest with you, Brian? I read that as corn sensual. I read that as it's okay, it's corn sensual. I am what? I'm way too dad brained now. I won't even get into how many samples I sent Brian with variations of different barrels, blends, and at 7 different proof points. Hearing that it punches above its weight class makes it all worth it. Saving Corn Central for next between 2 songs. First of all, yes, it really does have more punch to it than I would anticipate from just a 6.5-year age-stated bourbon. There's this like caramel corn note that I kind of keep getting back to. JX Weishop. Weishopt? Thanks for being here on Twitch. First time chatter. I don't know if I can hang out. I only drink garbage, strong beer, and vodka. Just say JX. Yeah, that's fair. Because it's probably, yeah, I don't know. I like strong beer. I am not much of a vodka drinker, though. But thank you so much. I appreciate you showing up. Silly username that I'm stuck with. I get it. I totally get it. The finish, I'm really stuck right now on the finish and the mouthfeel. The mouthfeel is so insanely oily. And the finish is like crazy long. Like I've taken 3 sips, and at no point did I really need to kind of refresh my palate. It's really just been because I wanted to, out of all sincerity. I do know a weird amount about whiskey. Okay. Mostly Canadian rye and some Irish stuff. I do love Canadian rye. I like Irish whiskey as well. I'm just, Canadian rye holds such a special place in my heart. I don't know if I'm being what's the word? I don't know if it's because I know that it's blue corn that I feel like I just kind of am picking up on something being different, but it is inherently not your typical bourbon experience. And for that, I mean, in and of itself, makes for a very enjoyable and fun corn sensual experience. Yeah. I drink the dirt cheap stuff unless it's a gift from someone, yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the dirt cheap stuff. I love just regular Jim Beam White Label. Corn Sensual Blue Yellow Corn Blend. Oh, Lord. You don't like Jim Beam White Label? Also, the Twitch has kind of been popping off recently. We've had a lot of new viewers, a lot of new followers, so I appreciate you guys for stopping by. This is it's what I've been hoping for, to just continue to grow the Twitch channel. Love Dirt Cheap. Currently drinking Jack Daniel's Blackberry and Lemonade, but I wouldn't recommend. I don't like it with lemonade as much as I like it with limeade. That is a weird take, but I think that it is better with limeade than it is lemonade. I don't know why. I don't know. It might be just that there's more acidity. Am I on Kick or Discord? I'm on YouTube as well. This is my Bourbon Podcast on YouTube. Try with limeade next. You absolutely should. Yeah, please hop over. Either way, I don't normally do my nose, palate, finish, and price reviews on live streams. This is just a recommend. Tully was on the Twitch. Yeah, I do the dual streaming because why not? I also am streaming this on Facebook. The Facebook crowd has just kind of given up on watching for whatever reason. Very bizarre. I definitely recommend this. Please support Brian. Please support Sealbox. This is an incredible bottle. I'm not just saying that because the folks at Sealbox and Brian are my friends. I do genuinely enjoy this. It's a great pour. I know when you posted the TTB label, you were looking forward to trying. I hope it met your expectations. I wanted to send it to people who would appreciate what it offers. Always appreciate you. I appreciate you too, my friend. I was very excited. It definitely, I would say it exceeded my expectations, mostly because I don't know what to expect anymore. I never truly know what is going to vibe with me or not. That being said, though, this is a home run. Very, very well done. I'm excited for what's next as well. I always say that like I'm not happy with what I have. I just mean like if it has a very strong foundation, it makes me limeade and whiskey is like a broken person whiskey sour. You're not wrong about that. You're not wrong. I just noticed my Goku fell over. I don't know why. Hey! Sugar Kitty, meow. Thank you for being here. I'm never satisfied. You're right. I'm always thinking about what's next, which could be interpreted as like I'm an entrepreneur or an innovator or whatever. I'm thinking about my next big move, you know? I got to keep moving. I got to keep it's called upward mobility. Limeade equals a guy named Ricky. This is my innovative podcast. Yeah. Kyle, pitch it. Anyway, that is my kind of short and sweet. I can't say short and sweet review because that's going to be copyright infringement from another show. Oh, also, I threw my back out this week. I don't know how. So if I move a little bit funny while I'm here, at least. This is my corn sensual podcast. Two Chads mysteriously appear. Yeah, you hit 32 and everything just kind of starts to fall apart. Back pain is the worst. Yes. It's because you're getting old, you can throw your back out while sleeping. I think it was literally because I laid the wrong way in bed. Like where Lucy's not there, I don't have the right balance of like, oh, this is how I normally sleep. So I think I probably laid in bed the wrong way. And it messed my back up. I'm not even joking. I think my body is rejecting the fact that my wife is not here. If you called it, this is my upward mobility podcast, it would sound like you were advertising old people's scooters. 32 is 30 woo. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 30 woo. I'm double your... Sugar Kitty, you are not double my age. There is no way. Tullyweed subscribed on the Twitch. Holy moly. Tullyweeds, thank you for the sub. Look up stuff to stop the pain. I broke my back years ago, and sometimes my left arm just stops working for months. Oh, jeez. I'll be right down to share the bed with you. I got a whole side that's just not being used. Just add myself and Perry together, and we're the same age. Hi, Clifton. How are you? Sugar Kitty, thank you for this. Not Sugar Kitty. Tullyweeds, thank you for the sub. Appreciate you. If you also want to sub over on Twitch, it's twitch.tv/mybourbonpod. We got emotes. It's not going to show up through friggin' StreamYard. But one of them is a little Glencairn. And the one that Tully Weeds was using actually rotates, too. You want a copy of my license or something? No, I believe you. He didn't say no, folks. Oh, man. But I am just like, I can't move appropriately, or it's, it could be bad. It's the kind of back pain, too, where if I step the wrong way, it doesn't do me any favors. Like, it literally is.
Time I've been able to spend at Sealbox, I try whiskeys from all over the U.S., and one of the things that really has stuck in my head lately has been the heirloom variety of blue corn. Blue corn brings these rich, dark sugar notes, along with soft florals, nice fruitiness, and a beautifully balanced spice. The thing is, most of those blue corns that I've tried have been from outside of the state of Kentucky until now. I'm excited to introduce a well-aged, well-crafted blue corn bourbon, BEYKE'S Blue, from right here in Kentucky. Blue corn from the bluegrass state.
All right. Well, that was my heart attack for the day. Suddenly Brian Beyke just appeared on stream. You don't hear me? I had to just pause because I wanted Brian to finish what he was saying. I mean, okay. Thank you, Clifton. That was crazy. I panicked. I genuinely had a little panic attack there. I was like, I don't know why. Tony, I think it was because I was not talking that you thought you couldn't hear me. Sugar Kitty, what is this? Anyway, we're going to get into the news of the week because holy moly, there's been a lot that's been going on. I think we're going to switch things up from now on because I really enjoyed doing the review first and then getting to the news, and maybe I'll start doing... I need to do more just straight bourbon stuff up front on the live streams because it's a bourbon stream. You know what I mean? Oh, that's what it was? I'm blue, also, I didn't put this in the title for the episode. I got 2 secret reviews that I'm doing later on in the stream. I haven't told anybody about these bottles that I got sent. I have not seen anywhere online, A, that anybody has received these bottles, or B, that it's even been announced. I know that I said A and B, and I held up 1 finger and then 2 fingers. It's very... I don't know. But I think you'll be very excited about it. I'm looking forward to it myself here in a little bit. But in the meantime, I'm just going to keep drinking the BEYKE'S Blue because why not? We're kicking things off by talking about a rare opportunity to pick an Elmer T. Lee single barrel offered through Sazerac, of course, for a charity. It's for St. Jude's. Pretty cool, of course. The winner's going to get a full VIP experience. You have to donate, of course, to get entered. The package includes a one-night stay at Stag Lodge, a behind-the-scenes tour, and private lunch for up to 8 people, plus $18,000 to purchase the bottles from their selected barrel. Now, this is something that... Did they come with a paper with an embargo date? No, they didn't. They literally just came with the bottles in the box, and that was it. Literally nothing else. Now, drivers here in New Jersey often hold up 1 finger and then 2 fingers. It rarely ends well. I've said this before about Sazerac with this type of giveaway, right? This type of sweepstakes. It is so funny to me when they offer you the chance to go on these picks, to select barrels, and then they give you money specifically to like buy the bottles from that barrel. And it's so unclear whether or not like you have to use the money for those bottles, or if you can keep some of it, or where that money is actually going. Like, why not? I don't know what Sazerac is. Sazerac is the parent company of Buffalo Trace, amongst other brands. Don't have the fish. That's for me. So if you have complaints about, and this is very niche for like bourbon consumers, and the consumer, can't get that where I live. So here's the thing. This is what I was just about to say. If you have complaints about not being able to get certain bourbons that fall under the Buffalo Trace brand, it is very likely that part of that has to do with the way that Sazerac operates their business. Yes, there are distribution issues, but Sazerac is not always the best when it comes to their business practices. All that being said, though, yes, they also own 1792 or Barton. Excuse me. For those who missed my gaming stream last night, I played backyard baseball and I yelled at my kids on in the game. I've had Buffalo Trace. I liked it a lot. I love Buffalo Trace. It's a very good bourbon. Not enough to like. It's not a good enough bourbon to like go crazy over it the way that people were a few years ago. But it's finally starting to like sit on shelves a little bit more. I just really twinged the absolute crap out of my back. Did you get the sunflower seeds yet named after backyard? No, I haven't yet because I think you can only get them in like a bucket, and I'm never going to eat that many sunflower seeds. They're in Minnesota. I'll try and get some locally for you. Thank you. Oh, wait. Oh, they're a company in Minnesota. No, maybe you can get some. You can always plant the rest of them. I just watched a whole video of a guy that grew tomato plants from the tomatoes he pulled off of a Whopper. What? That's crazy. Yeah, I've got my cheddar jalapeno sunflower seeds, and I'm just going to go out and plant them, I've had their other seed flowers, and they're great. Really? These cards are so cool, but you can only get them in the buckets. Are there only 4? And there's an ultra rare Pablo. Oh, I love that. Today we're going to grow some Burger King foot lettuce. And tomorrow, it's Taco Bell onions. Look, JX is new to the community, and I think we've made him a lifelong friend. He's going to be buying, searching for E.H. Taylor by this time next week. The buckets have the packages of seeds in them. It's not just a giant bucket of seeds, I believe. I mean, yeah. I understand that. It's just, I'm down. Hey, man, there's not, Community may be small, but it's tight-knit, and we have a good time. Anyway. If you want to enter into the competition as well, it's $100 donations, and it runs through September 8th. Or sorry, it starts on September 8th and runs through September 30th. There's a new bourbon coming from our friends over at Pursuit as well. Old Anvil, it's barrel proof, and it's 11 years old. It's 119.4 proof. I imagine that this, it's 70-21-9. It looks like. This is 70-21-9. That's Barton, right? I need to get in touch with. Hey, Brian, put in a good word for me with Kenny and Ryan. I need to get a bottle of this too for review. Not that they aren't, I mean, you know what I mean. I'm very excited for this. I think this is one of those that. Oh, it started being available today. I need a bottle still also. It's Green River? Oh, okay. $100 a bottle, available at their Whiskey Row location starting today. It's not Green River. You heard it here first. TIMBP exclusive. TIMBP exclusive. You know, I haven't touched Please stop falling over. Yeah, it is the 11 year. $100 a bottle. That's Johnny Walker territory. What are you even saying? Call Kenny yourself. I'm just gonna do that. I haven't really gotten into the Melwood or the Derbytown since we reviewed them, but that's because when Eric was still a part of the show, he told me not to. But now that he's since departed, I can do whatever the heck I want to. Oh! I just got like a red velvet cake note. That was very interesting. Which I guess is just, chocolate cake with red food coloring. Why is this how we got the cork off? We kept the tack strip intact? Red velvet cake whiskey? That was just the note that I was getting on the back end of that pour. That's just what it tasted like to me. Not necessarily that it is red velvet cake whiskey. It's just, you know what I mean. It's a good note. Oh, it was very good. Yeah, I was very impressed with it. Please go away. What? What is it? Anyway, let's move on. Sorry. We're going to get into some of the business side of things because this week has been crazy with news. This is from Janet Patton at the Lexington Herald-Leader. I actually was talking with Janet earlier today. She wants to be on the podcast or live stream and talk bourbon. She's their like bourbon person at the Herald-Leader. She's awesome. I was don't apologize is fascinating. No, yeah. But I was telling her how much I appreciate her work and how much I rely on her reporting for live streams talking about news. And she was like, yeah, I mean, she was appreciative of it, of course. But yet again, we've got another bourbon distillery that's been sued and faced with liens. This time it's Limestone Farms in Georgetown. Please stop playing all of these stupid ads. They've been sued by Thoroughbred Engineering or Colt Engineering. Now, if I'm not mistaken, didn't they sue somebody else? Or am I just thinking about work? Georgetown's never going to get a legit distillery. I don't think that's Georgetown's fault. I think that's just the fact that I think I'm just thinking of work. Anyway, so Limestone Farms, they've been sued for about $742,000. They filed liens against them, including one for more than $1.3 million. So they're facing, $2 million. It's insane. Just continuing the trend that we've been seeing of distilleries being mismanaged, being misrun. I'm just throwing shade at the Butterfly Boys and these little homies. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. It's just how... this is like the 5th or 6th distillery that is now facing these kinds of issues just this year, just over the past 12 months in Kentucky. And it is just further proof, for one, that the boom that we had during the pandemic did nobody any favors. The other problem, too, is that, yeah, this is like the 5th distillery. They opened a facility in Georgetown, but apparently have not begun distilling on site. Give me a break, dude. It just it keeps going back to the investments that sounds like a bunch of poorly managed non-whiskey moguls trying to steal some of the pies. Some of the pie, excuse me. See, this is okay. I was talking about this with a buddy yesterday who is not into bourbon that much, doesn't really have that much of, insight into the industry or what we basically know at large as to what has been happening recently. And I was explaining to him this issue and how this keeps happening and the impact that it keeps having on not just bourbon as a spirit or as an industry, but on the communities that the corporate entities come into. And by investing all of this money up front and then just fully pulling the rug out from underneath them. So you hire all these workers, you invest all of this money, and then you say, oh, we've got, a huge opportunity for people to even move here, uproot their lives and everything. And then within no time, the distillery is facing legal issues, or they're just completely shuttering. And I mean, a good instance of this, as we've talked about a million times before, is Garrett County Distilling, who hawked to a coin, rug pull vibes, 100%. Yeah, and it's just bad business practices. But like Garrett County Distilling, they were facing their legal issues. They furlough their workers, and they say in 6 weeks we're going to have you back because we're going to have the money for it. But the thing is, as Sugar Kitty points out, it's 4 to 5 years of planning to eventually come out with product. And if you're not actually going to come in and do this time-tested thing of sourcing products so that you can have capital to pay your workers and pay off some of your debts so you don't keep winding up in this spot, you're going to wind up in this spot over and over and over again. I'm so sick and tired of seeing this. And I'm laughing because I'm just frustrated. And I just don't understand. Like, I get it that, like, the flashing of the dollar sign was so attractive to the people who saw the insane boom that happened during the pandemic. I get it. But it's like, I will always advocate for just trying to have a shred of humanity, no matter what industry you're in. And I know that will fall on deaf ears because who cares, man? Because they just don't care. You know? Just made vodka with a homemade distillery. It's my hot take podcast. The whole point is, like, you can't wish cast this away. Like, it's just not going to happen. You know? Anyway. And it's like, there's more to it, too. Oh, please go away. These stupid little players. Janet's got more reporting that came out a couple days ago. Kentucky Cooperage is laying off over 100 workers at its Lebanon plant. They're owned by ISC. It's just like, and I don't think that, like, this is necessarily a reaction to the market correcting itself. This is very likely more of an issue of, I mean, it could be that they just overhired, for sure. I mean, the way that they spun it, and this is according to Terry Smith, marketing director of Independent Stave. We have made a strategic decision to consolidate operations to a single shift at Kentucky Cooperage. This step is part of a well-thought-out Well, that's fine. If it's well thought out, it's okay. Lawyer language. A well-thought-out plan to ensure long-term strength and stability while staying aligned with current market demand. We regularly evaluate our network of cooperages and mills to maximize efficiency and operate sustainably. These efforts allow us to maintain reliable supply, protect quality, and keep pricing competitive. Quality and service remain top priorities, and we preserve the flexibility to quickly scale production as market needs evolve. I'm honestly hoping to just get past this awkward phase post-Pandy. I agree. Or you love the ones that bottle the first barrel at the first moment, no matter what it is, and some newbie MBA calculates it costs $85 a bottle and price accordingly. See, to me, there's more merit to that, even if the product sucks. Based on, like, one person's palate, there is another person who's going to have that, and it's going to become their favorite product. There's merit in actually trying to get something to the market, right? Instead of just sitting there for all of her faults, Marianne Eaves still had clear spirits on the market before her bourbon and her rye were ready. She got fired for it, but she still tried to put something out there, right? I'm not saying that every distillery has to do this, but I am saying that they got to do something. And $85 is a lot. $85 is a lot of money for 6-month-old whiskey that probably tastes just like wet corn. But you got to do something. You have to do something. Please. It is smart. Selling clear spirits is smart. The overhead is insanely low. It's so frustrating. I'm buying 6-month-old whiskey for what would be like 150 Canadian. Clear spirits is another path, and I do say that's much better. There is still the quality issue, though. I agree. Or you're not buying 6-month-old whiskey. Yeah. That's fair. Get into RTDs, absolutely. But okay, but yeah, like, and Sugar Kitty, I agree with you. Like the quality is paramount. The quality should be at the forefront of your decision making when you put a product on the market. However, on the back end, if you do not have a workforce that you can sustain, your bottom line is going to fall out very quickly. You got to keep your workers elevated to the point of being able to sustain the product that makes it to market. Castle and Keys Gin is actually fantastic. I agree. It's their best spirit by a mile. I don't deny that fact at all. I love their gin. Anyway, I just cannot believe that we're seeing more workers getting laid off. Just ridiculous. And you know that it's likely going to be, so some top people are going to get a menial wage increase, unfortunately. This has been a jump scare every single time that I've gone back to this page. That guy's face, I'm sorry. Seems like a tough game to make a living in. I mean, it can be. It can be, but you got to keep those yearly growth numbers. Yeah. If they're not getting their Christmas bonuses, it can be a tough game. But the thing is, we are at a point where innovation doesn't necessarily need to see where the rubber meets the road, right? Innovation in the industry can be done on the back end and not to a point where it directly it directly hinders the ability to A, put out good product, and B, keep your workforce well maintained, right? What we have been witnessing, and JX, you're getting like a crash course in something I've been talking about on the broadcast for literally like the better part of this year. But the largest portion of what we have been facing is over-investing, over-promising, under-delivering, and mismanaging of new distilleries that has led to these million-dollar lawsuits and distilleries either going into receivership or shuttering altogether before they've even put product to market. And there are some distilleries who, no, don't worry about it. Don't apologize at all. Don't apologize at all. This is something that should be like, even if I have to repeat myself a little bit, it's like you will still get, somebody's going to watch this for the first time and they're going to get the consolidated information, right? So, the whole point is, like, there are still some distilleries that have been operating for years at this point, right? And they are still facing these legal recourses that they shouldn't be, because they are being run by people that should have a better head on their shoulders, right? And on the flip side of that, too, there are new distilleries that are being run by people who have been in the industry for literal decades. And they are operating like it's their first day on the job. And we are facing already an unemployment crisis. We are facing a dollar that is increasingly thin in this country. And over and over and over again, we just keep seeing this. We just keep seeing it. And it pisses me off so much that bourbon is suffering for it. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. And going back to what I was saying, what just happened? Sorry, I don't know what just happened. Going back to what I was saying earlier, but it points to the greediness of people trying to turn a quick dollar. It literally is like a shitcoin scam. It literally is what it feels like. It's a meme coin. It's a shit coin. It's whatever you want to call it. It's the in-shitification of literally everything. Everything is getting worse constantly. There's a distillery game, and it exactly shows how you end up out of business if you don't distill and sell quick, which pretty well means clear spirits. Shareholders matter more than employees these days, and that's extremely disappointing. 100%. If you end up a gin and rum maker for 10 years and then expand to making whiskey, what's wrong with that? Nothing's wrong with that. I think that's great. One way or another, I think the underlying idea is to have a realistic plan. You can't succeed in the industry by flying by the seat of your pants. 100%. I'm really pulling for Potter Jane, though. I feel like if anyone can succeed for a startup, it's them. 100%. 100%. That if Potter Jane falls, there is literally no hope for anybody who has been in this industry for any amount of time and they decide that they're going to go and start something new. You may as well only rely on any distillery that has been around for at least, and I mean at least, 30 to 50 years. I'm not even joking. And even then, you should be conservative with that number and rely closer on like a 50-year benchmark. It should be something that you should focus more on somebody as a distillery that has been around for maybe an entire century. Greed almost never leads to good work practices or profit. Absolutely not. 30 to 50 years might not be enough. I think you meant might not be enough, but I agree with you. Anyway. Oh, okay. Let's talk about Kentucky Owl, which is another product of brand mismanagement and the inability to, figure out what to do with your your product. I want to point to something here too, because it absolutely sent me for a loop. So here we go. So Phil Collin, not Phil Collins, the drummer from Genesis. Phil Collin, Derby City Phil, posted on we want to pay our whiskey debts with whiskey. Can we? No? Oh, sorry. Posted on X, the everything app. I still call it Twitter. But an article in Lex paper yesterday, which is the article that we're going to be talking about, by Janet Patton about the bankruptcy proceedings for Kentucky Owl, reminded me of this gym we were promised in 2018 on a Bardstown former quarry plot that now sits very empty. Oh, it could have been. And it's about the Kentucky Owl Park, which we have talked about before. And I saw this and I brought up to Phil, you know what's even funnier is that some of that concept art we got has now been turned into bottle art for future releases. Remember the tri-pyramids we were promised? Yeah, they're gracing an upcoming bourbon. We've talked about this on the podcast, on the live stream previously when I covered this new label for Kentucky Owl. And Janet, who wrote this article, of course, was in the replies. She was flabbergasted. She had no idea that this was a thing. She said, I feel like those architects would like a word. And it absolutely sent me. So not only is Kentucky Owl being so poorly mismanaged that they have gone into Chapter 11 bankruptcy, they are literally just doing whatever. They're just doing whatever. Nobody cares, man. It's being run by a bunch of monkeys, it feels like. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So anyway, headline is a Kentucky bourbon wants to cover bankruptcy debt with the whiskey. Bank says no. The future of a cold Kentucky bourbon hangs in the balance. Kentucky Owl and U.S. subsidiary of Soley have been in Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection since November 2024. Now they have a plan to emerge, pay off $78 million in debt. What? $78 million with 35,000 barrels of unfinished bourbon as well as an assortment of finished alcohol inventory, along with a lien on property meant to be a distillery and tourist destination in Bardstown. This is what the pyramids were going to look like. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Who knew a vodka megacorp would mismanage a whiskey brand? Crazy. How do you go into debt that bad for bourbon? I don't know. Bunch of monkeys is an insult to normally intelligent beings. You're right. I should have said a bunch of single-cell organisms. Pyramids. Absolutely nothing about the Kentucky Owl brand screams pyramids. Nothing about it says pyramids. What? I've been trying to decode this for years. And it just makes no sense. It makes no sense. And the thing is, too, this was 2018, right? When this was first drawn up. This was before Stoley acquired the brand. This was back when Dixon Dedman, who was the founder of the brand, was still in charge of it. Right? Am I wrong? Am I wrong about that? Oh, no. Stoley did have it by then. Dixon just hadn't relinquished his controlling partnership or whatever. Dog, you would think after 15 mil, they'd be like, maybe we should get our shit together. I'm literally going to text Dixon right now. Hey, I got a question for you. No, they never made him. That's part of the reason why they went into this $78 million debt. This spot, as Phil pointed out, it's a plot that is completely empty. The pyramid scheme equals a distill alcohol in hopes space aliens come and rescue you. What's up with the pyramids? What do they mean? What's it all mean? He's not texting me back immediately. He might be busy. Just real quickly, Dixon, whose family owned the Beaumont Inn, revived a family-owned label in 2014. The brand became a sought-after favorite among whiskey collectors before it was gobbled up by Stoli in 2017. Kentucky Owl announced plans to build a $150 million architectural masterpiece of a distillery and tourism destination in a former Bardstown quarry, but it has never materialized. Kentucky Owl and owner Stoli filed for bankruptcy, citing an August 2024 ransomware attack that froze their data. What? Hey, man, Anonymous is attacking us. You talking about the Guy Fawkes people? Yeah, man. I'm pretty sure that we're we're being cyber attacked. What do you mean? What do you mean? Ransomware attack that froze their data amid geopolitical unrest. The company's founder is an outspoken critic of Russian President Vladimir Putin's war on Ukraine. Stoli and Kentucky Owl got attacked by the Russian deep state? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It's crazy. That is so funny. I mean, it's not funny, like... I feel bad for him, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. Oh, man. Oh, no, they do it all the time. What happened to your data? My dog ate it. Kentucky Owl has released at least one bottle since bankruptcy and says it intends to emerge as a viable brand, but it's unclear how that could happen once all of its bourbon and whiskey stocks have been sold off. The plan is designed to enable the debtors to emerge from Chapter 11 with strengthened balance sheets and sufficient liquidity to support post-emergence operations, with all allowed claims of creditors being paid in full. When Kentucky Owl filed for bankruptcy, thousands of barrels of its bourbon were being stored at Bardstown Bourbon Company, which is now owed more than $6.8 million, according to an updated bankruptcy filing. Fifth Third Bank contends that Kentucky Owl has been improperly moving inventory around, including nearly $800,000 of leftover Kentucky Owl Scotch-inspired Meister. I've never been able to say this word. Meister? Bourbon released in 2023 and is concerned about losing track of assets, something that apparently was an issue for Fifth Third even before the bankruptcy. Now, here's the problem. Kentucky Owl was never intended to be a premium brand. It just kind of happened that way. So when you take a brand that was, initially like $150 a bottle, got inflated to $350 a bottle, people are like, I don't really want to pay that much for it, but I like the bourbon that's in it. You get bought up by a large corporation that is owned and operated overseas, and you put out this crap that is like $600 a bottle. It's going to sit on shelves. Some owls weren't meant to fly, I guess. My dog ate it. Guess the effect on your corporate stock price. It's going to tank. It's going to get dunked. Oh my God, dude. It's just insane. The plan to emerge from bankruptcy would either transfer all of Kentucky Owl's 35,000 or so barrels and some bottled inventory directly to the bank and to Bardstown Bourbon Company to satisfy debts based on fair market value, or transfer the barrels to a special purpose entity to liquidate them. The remaining debt, if any, would be repaid in monthly installments over the next 27 months. The creditors would also be given a lien on Kentucky Owl's Bardstown real estate that could be exercised if the barrels don't sell as anticipated. God, what a mess. The bottom line here is that Fifth Third has just seen how the market is working. It's like trying to get a loan for a mortgage, and the bank's like, yeah, we've seen how you've operated. Here's how the market's actually going. You know, you've already got all these debts. We're not going to get you out. We're not going to let you get out of it this way. It's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. Oh, no, they're dead in the water. They're dead in the water. Kentucky Owl is a dead brand. And the thing is, like, this product, this 6-year bourbon, is them trying to throw something at the wall and see what sticks. This is nothing. This is an absolute nothing burger of a product. And likely, unless it happens like next week, will never come to market. Here's the thing, too. Here's the other thing. Janet points out something incredibly important here, right? I feel like those architects would like a word. Yes. If the architects find out about this, Stoli and Kentucky Owl could get sued again. Because they're misusing concept art that was never intended to be used for a bottle of whiskey. I just don't know why the pyramids. Was it any good? Are you talking about this release? Because I mean, this has never come out. We don't know anything about this particular bourbon. Like this 6-year Kentucky Straight Bourbon whiskey at 93.2 proof. This is just a label that was approved through the government. Monthly installment. Hey, I got 75 cents and coins in my pocket. I was going to have a coffee, but yeah, you have it. People do love to steal art. Yeah, it was a top-tier brand. A big company bought it and trashed it. There's no better way to describe it than that, honestly. Unless they purchased the art with the intent to use it like this, I'm with you. Yeah, this particular brand has not, or excuse me, this particular bottle has not come to market, and I would be surprised because like what they're essentially getting at is that they're trying to push as much of their stock onto the market as quickly as possible so that they can pay off this debt, right? And the bank's just like, no, man, we know how you mismanage this brand already. You're likely going to do it again. This is an example of that. Who wants this? There's no market for this. They literally can't even afford to bottle it at this point. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. There is nothing for Kentucky Owl. It is so blatantly transparent that this brand will be nothing. It will be nothing. And it's so sad because this was Dixon's golden child. This is what made his name in the industry. And yeah, he's got 2XO. I really love it. It's a wonderful product. But the golden years of Kentucky Owl were so great. It was such a fun time to engage with this product and to engage with the spirit. And it's just like, it's just corporate mismanagement, man. I just don't know what else to say. The quiet death of Kentucky Owl, you know? It's such a bummer. But we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, let's move on. Have I talked about this already? I feel like I have. Why did Bourbon Obsessed put this out? I thought this got announced like a couple of weeks ago. It did get announced a couple of weeks ago. Bourbon Obsessed. You baited me into covering old news. This is my shame face. We saw the TTB labels for these recently, and we're finally seeing the Heaven Hill Artist Series collection in all of its glory. These bottles are really cool, and I think they're being released, if I'm not mistaken, for the new distillery. How is it to put Brian's bottle in my mouth? I didn't just put it in my mouth. I put it all the way up my butthole. Right all the way up it. If there's Russians or crypto, run from. Yeah. I saw some at Liquor Barn yesterday. Really? There's nothing really to be said too much about these other than it's just a fun new label to celebrate their new distillery. It looks really cool. I just came back to the stream, and that's the first thing I heard. Welcome back, Clifton. But it's celebrating, or one of them is celebrating their Springs distillery. And it's marking the company's return to production in Bardstown following the 1996 fire. Brian's Beehole Blasting Blue Corn Blend. Blah, 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 blah. They're having a time. Yeah. Let's move on. TTB labels before we get to the last couple pours for the evening. Oh, I want to pour some of the Derby Town. That's a saying in Canada. It's just hanging out. I figured it. It also sounds kind of Australian for some reason. They're having a time. 23-year-old Brook Hill. Supposed to be 121.9 proof. I don't know what this is for. It's called One Up. I just don't. That's all we know. It's literally all we know. Basil Hayden Golden Rye. Hey, Michael Schneider. Good evening, all you wonderful whiskey people. Pardon my tardiness. Had to drive to SoCal again. Kids are a pain. Good to see you, brother. Hope you've had a good week. All we really know about this is that Golden Shower was taken already, according to Levine Kinney. And, of course, it's 80 proof. It's a 100% malted rye mash bill. Oh, okay. Would this qualify as a single malt? Or does it have to be malted barley? Oh, my keyboard's asleep. Legal definition. I'm hella new here. Everyone seems super nice. We are super nice. I mean, I hope so. Jax, thank you so much for being here, though. Now, you may not be able to find a whole lot of bourbon up in Canada right now, but we'll make a bourbon drinker out of you soon. It has to be malted barley? Okay. Yep, there we go. Malted barley. Don't listen to Ben. Don't listen to Ben. He's a sweetheart. There were 2 new Bardstown Bourbon Company releases announced this week. I don't know why I put this here in the lineup. Double Barrel Discovery Series, Series 13, and Ferrand. It's a blend of straight whiskey, finished for 15 months, and they're each $140. Why does that picture look so crunchy? Series 13 is 110.8 proof, and the Ferrand is 111.8. They both look beautiful. Got a label for a Bull Run 17-year-old rye, finished in Nocino barrels. Okay, so, but sure, Katie, the reason that I was bringing this up is because that golden rye is 100% malted rye. But fair enough. Only one distillery, malt equals 100% malted barley in a pot still. We are super nice. Bourbon Bites can be a little underhanded. It's funny. I don't know what Nocino is. No, I've never heard of it before. Nope. Okay, that's not what I meant to do. 118.82 proof, finished for 8 months. Really bad graphic design work. I kind of like this label. I'll be honest with you. Nocino is a dark brown liqueur from the Emilia-Romagna region of Italy. It's made from unripe green walnuts. Okay. Well. For some reason, I just saw the first disco in the area. The first Discovery? Oh, the first time you've ever seen Discovery, and it was Disco 10. I gotcha. For $150. That's not a terrible price. Oh, I have this on here twice. My bad. Double Oak Templeton Rye, 98 proof. Straight rye whiskey. 6 years old, and then double barreled for 10 months. There we go. 17 years seems very legit. It looks like it's also American rye. Or I think it is, at least. Produced and bottled by... Yeah. Let's see what the reply is over here. Yeah, if it's Canadian rye, it needs to be on the label somewhere, but it kind of seems like it's American rye. Ooh. I don't disco. Papa Ritter's in the house. Hi, Dad. Ew. What are we ewing about? No chino is when you don't like casual pants. Oh, man. I only like slacks. Appalachian Barrel Company, my friends. Of course, they got a new rye whiskey. This is just their label for their single barrels that are coming out. It's not only going to be 8 years old and 120 proof, but very excited for them. And we will see. Oh, also, JX. This is my dad. Papa Ritter, JX is new to the community, and this is his first stream. And I'm introducing him to some people. And yeah. First stream, and you already get to meet some of my parents. That's crazy. Canadian rye doesn't get aged because we just drink it. And then last but not least, the anniversary edition of Yellowstone. It's 10-year-old bourbon at 105 proof. I know that Canadian rye can be good, but as a bourbon drinker, I much prefer American rye. I love Canadian rye. I really do, especially when it's hazmat. God, that Derbytown's so good. Oh, Derbytown is so good. Folks, it is 8:32 on the East Coast. And like I teased earlier in the stream, I've got 2 secret releases that I was sent that I'm going to be not necessarily like fully reviewing, but at least getting a taste of tonight, because I did not know that these were happening, and I'm very excited. Canadians don't send you their best stuff. We have to have our Canadian friends mule it or moose it across the border. I only like Slacks, proud slacker right here. Hey. So I got a notification that I was getting a package from UPS that was 8 pounds. I know what we forgot on Saturday for Lindsay's birthday. We did forget the Blanton's Gold. You're right. Totally forgot about it. That's Perry's Perrier. I never thought I'd show my Perrier on stream, but I've been exposed. I'm gonna get banned. Oh no. It's terrible. I've shown my Perrier on stream. Life will never be the same. Moisson Perrier. House of Water? Yeah, I guess so. Like I teased at the beginning of the stream, I'm going to pour Penelope Weeded. I haven't had a pour yet, just a beer. What a slacker indeed. Tony Bag of Donuts, you operate at your own pace, my friend. Better to show your Perrier than your 8-pound package? All right, dude. Thank you, though. Thank you for the vote of confidence here. So anyway, got to notice that I was getting an 8-pound package, which a typical bourbon shipment is 4 pounds, right? So that means that I was getting 2 bottles in the mail, and I had no idea what they were going to be. So much to my surprise, when I opened up this box, I first yoinked out a brand new 8-year-old Raconteur Rye, which is called Gemini 1. This is all Indiana rye. It is what's the proof? 123 or sorry, 126.6. Right? Everyone knows to use the Moose Express. The prison wallet has enormous capacity. And the second bottle was another Raconteur Rye called Gemini 2, which is also 8 years old, but this is Kentucky rye. And this guy is 120.8 proof. Trying to work here, but keep hearing some interesting conversations from this chat. Hey, man. That's what happens, okay? So, like I said, I have not seen anything online about either of these releases. I have not been told that there's an embargo. I have not been advised to not drink these or talk about them. So, you know what? We'll do it live. So Gemini 1, Gemini 2. Oh, it's a me. Oh, man. And here's Gemini 2. Oh. Let's say that one wasn't as loud, but that could be because I, slightly deafened myself with the first bottle. I think we're going to go Indiana and then Kentucky. We'll see. We'll see. It's been a fun stream. It's been heated because of the news, but it is what it is, Oh, I got to stretch my legs out. My knees hurt. My back hurts. Oh, I'm falling apart. 32 was not a good year for me. It was not a good year to turn. Love that Derby Town. Love that Derby Town. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 30. Woo. Those bottles are a rare bird. You're right. I am sounding like Papa Ritter. I'm just sleepy all the time. I have gotten so tired. Heated because of the news. Now I have to go back and watch the replay. It was a really solid reading of the news, I'll be honest with you. There's a lot to talk about. There's some things. Things is happening. And also Kentucky Owl. Not to spoil it, but it's going to go for pennies on the dollar eventually. All right, starting out with Gemini 1. This Indiana Rye, 8 years old, 126.6 proof. It is hot. It is hot. So if I'm supposed to put the two of you together and you're both feeling old, I must be in horrible shape. I mean, it depends. It depends, I guess, on how you, what position you sleep in bed and whether or not it's your normal sleeping position and if that, will affect your back or not. Because that's what likely happened to me. Oh, I also thought I got food poisoning earlier in the week. And I didn't. I had an adverse reaction to something I ate. That was fun. There is a very distinct, and I don't mean fruit cake itself, but a fruity cake kind of note. I wasn't kidding about back exercises. They help. I do have some back exercises that I normally do Mostly when my back hurts, but I need to make them just like a regular thing, honestly. I exercise quite frequently. Food poisoning news to me. I mean, I didn't actually have it. It was just a how do I put this? I was on the toilet for a lot longer than I felt like I needed to be. I was worried. I'm fine. But it was concerning. It does happen. You're right. You don't seem to be drinking a lot of beer. I had enough beer last night during my backyard baseball stream. I mean, I was streaming other stuff other than backyard baseball, but if you want to watch the replay, it's on Twitch. It was a fun stream. That'll get you sometimes. I mean, I love beer. Don't get me wrong. There's a really funny story. I don't know if I've ever told this on anything related to the podcast, but when my sister... so for anybody who doesn't know, I'm the oldest of three, right? So it's me, my younger brother, and then our youngest sister. And when my sister was really little, I mean, she was probably like 3. There was one time that she went to the grocery with my mom. And my mom was getting beer. She was just, I don't know what it was. It was, doesn't really matter. But she picked it up and put it in the cart, and my sister looked at it and goes, "Mama, what's that?" Mom goes, "Well, Sarah, that's beer." Yeah, it was for my dad. It's beer. It's for Dad. Sarah goes, keep in mind, she's 3 years old. She goes, Can I have some beer, Mom? In the middle of Kroger. And my mom is like, "No, Sarah, beer's for grown-ups. You can't have beer." My sister has like a full breakdown and goes, "But I like beer, Mom." And just keeps like repeating it over. And my mom could do nothing to calm her down. And it's just this repetition. Oh, it would have done insane numbers on TikTok just to have caught that. But just this poor little child going, "But I like beer, Mom. I like beer." It was for my dad. Do we know what kind it was? Pabst Light? I don't know what kind it was. That's a question for Papa Ritter. It was probably like Budweiser or something. So it wasn't that church people... The way that Mom has always told this story is that it's not that church people were around. It's that she was worried that church people would be around. And... It was definitely Pabst Light. Just should have given her some sips and told her that was it. I think I'm home from Kroger and Mama Ritter gave me the look. Do not give a 3-year-old beer. Do not give a 3-year-old beer. I think it was Budweiser because that was kind of like all that you were. Why do I know this? If Sarah was 3, I was 8. But I don't think you were drinking anything beyond like Budweiser at the time. Anyway, I got to try these ryes. That's why I like being over 50. All the stupid stuff I did as a kid wasn't easily memorialized on video. I kind of wish some of the stuff I did as a kid was more recorded. There's plenty of stuff. There's plenty of stuff that was recorded. I've been saying this for a long time. I was big about tape recorders when I was little. I want to find and they're somewhere at my parents' house. I hope that they are, at least. I want to find the tapes that I recorded when I was a kid. I mean, like, 4 or 5 or whatever, and digitize them, clean them up a little bit, and put them on the Patreon. I was about to ask if you were a musician, that I noticed the guitars. I am a musician, yeah. What do you have to say to yourself? That was who was that? Was that Dane or was that Sarah? I can't remember. Anyway, I want to find those tapes. I want to digitize them and put them out on the Patreon, because so much of it was like me doing what is, ostensibly like a radio show, basically, or an interview series, and putting it and just calling it like, this is my first podcast or whatever, because like I was a yapper. I'm still a yapper. I can yap with the best of them. I'm a certified yapper. But it would be so funny just to have those tapes in a format that tapes are not going to degrade that much over time. But at the very least, I would love to be able to take those and at least put them out there for somebody to hear. Because I just think it's fun. I think it's something that, like, like, I'm not going to take like home movies or anything and put them out there for the public. But I definitely want to take those tapes because it's inoffensive and whatnot. I think it's just it's something I've been talking about for a long time, or thinking about for a long time, and I just don't know where they are in mom and dad's house. And I kind of have to spend some time looking for them. But I know they're there. They can't have been thrown out. That's not something that would get discarded. I have an embarrassing backlog of videos already on the internet. Clifton, I'm going to save you the embarrassment or the cancellation, and we're not going to talk about some of your backlog of videos. Yabbity, 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 yak, yak, yak. This Indiana rye is crazy. Always been a yapper, say it ain't so. My room is the right place to look? I don't know. It might be. I'll see. It's not like I'm not gonna be over there on Saturday. This Indiana rye, the Gemini one. Boop, boop, ba-doop. I don't know why I picked it up the way that I did. I think if I had this blind, I would struggle with the fact that it is a rye whiskey. It doesn't, it's so sweet that it doesn't read like a rye. It reads a lot more like a wheated bourbon, oddly enough. Because I'm picking up on this, like, cakey note, oddly enough. I'm just I'm very surprised by how almost dense this is. I'm unused to ooh, excuse me. No. Sorry, not weeded. That's funny. When I say wheat, it's wheated. WHEATED. And by that, I mean, this is a crash course again for you. I'm sorry. No. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. So, if you genuinely, if you don't know about bourbon and about mash bills, this is an easy thing for you to learn about very quickly. So mash bill, of course, is I shouldn't say of course. That's a terrible way to explain anything. It makes me sound condescending. I'm very sorry. A mash bill is the recipe for a whiskey or for any spirit. It is basically the percentage or grains that are comprised in a recipe for the spirit itself. So in a bourbon mash bill, traditionally, legally, it has to be at least 51% corn, right? It doesn't really matter the type of corn, but at the start of the episode, start of the live stream, I reviewed this blue corn whiskey, right? Blue corn bourbon. I'm not making fun of you. Just it's why I've had to start enunciating wheated on my podcast. No, I get that. Yeah. But it could be yellow corn, it could be white corn. It doesn't really matter what the corn is. Traditionally, though, bourbon uses rye as a flavoring agent in its mash bill to provide more of a robust flavor and to amplify some of the amplify some of the enzymes that are naturally produced during the fermentation process. If there's not enough of that, then distillers would traditionally introduce malted barley. Malted barley also can impart flavors. It's not necessarily as influential as something like rye in the mash bill. That being said, though, rye, doesn't always produce as many enzymes, so it just kind of varies. But rye is a very powerful flavoring agent. It also helps age the whiskey once it's actually in the barrel. Corn on itself doesn't really contribute. It's because it's a very thin grain. Rye is a much denser grain, and it interacts with something that has been charred. And it interacts as a liquid as well with the charred wood. Helps to produce the dark color of whiskey. So all of the color of whiskey, as long as it is American bourbon or rye, that color should come, unless they are introducing unlawful practices, comes directly from the barrel, right? So anyway, this is a roundabout way of talking about wheated bourbons. So traditionally, bourbons would use rye as the flavoring agent. There are a few, though, that use wheat instead of rye as the flavoring agent. So what they will do is they will replace rye as the grain. They will still keep malted barley, typically, to increase the enzyme production for the fermentation, to introduce alcohol production during the cooking process, during the fermentation process. Sorry, I said the wrong thing. Anyway. Sorry. So the wheat is said to, colloquially, introduce sweeter flavors to the bourbon. However, what actually happens is that the wheat serves as a it serves as a bonding agent for the at a molecular level for the whiskey to operate. To create a more complex alcohol molecule, right? That's a word I haven't said in a very long time. So instead, what you are tasting when you are sipping a wheated bourbon, and when I'm talking about a wheated bourbon, I'm talking about something like Maker's Mark, which really popularized the process. Further back a little bit was Stitzel Weller, which was founded by Pappy Van Winkle, of course, and getting into all that. Pappy Van Winkle never actually distilled bourbon. He was just one of the owners of Compound, not Molecule. Thank you. Sorry. Pappy Van Winkle never actually distilled anything. He was just one of the owners of Stitzel Weller. And everybody, goes, oh, it's Pappy Weller bourbon. It doesn't matter. Anyway. Wheated bourbon was popularized through Stitzel Weller and through Maker's Mark. What you're actually tasting, though, when you have a wheated bourbon that is inherently sweeter is not necessarily the addition or subtraction, the addition of wheat or the subtraction of rye. You are tasting the absence of rye and the amplification of corn, right? Because corn is inherently a very sweet grain. And so you are getting a kind of like the absence of flavor from the rye as a flavoring agent. So this is a very, very roundabout answer to your question. I apologize. But I feel like if you don't know what a wheated bourbon is, I have to do a little bit of back work to explain mash bills and production and stuff like that. So, crash course. JX is getting a bunch of crash courses on tonight's live stream, and I'm just kind of vibing. We're just going for it, Been a crazy stream. It is fun. I appreciate that, JX. Thank you for being here. This Indiana rye is so good. I'm so impressed by it. I was thrown off by it as well. Pappy didn't distill this Penelope wheated bourbon? Well, Pappy's been dead for at least like 30 years, so probably not, unless it's like, a 40-year-old wheated bourbon, buddy. Thanks for letting me hang out. Dude, thank you for being here. Sincerely. I really, really appreciate it. It's always so cool when organic new members of the community just happen across the streams and whatnot. It's a big reason why I stream, too. Because it helps to elevate the brand, elevate what I do on a regular basis. Yes, every Thursday, and don't forget to sub and watch the podcast, please. And this week's episode of the podcast was with Chuck Cora of Appalachia. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. It's doing pretty well. It's doing it's actually doing better than some of our more recent episodes, which is not a bad thing. Oh, come on, dog. Why do I have to keep logging in? Yeah. It's great. All right, I'm going to move on to the Kentucky Rye. Also, I don't really have a cutoff time at this point tonight. I might. I don't know. I'm gonna think about it. Appalachia. I knew there was some reason I saw that earlier mentioned somewhere before. I'm gonna. I kind of. Should I play a game of backyard baseball too? I don't know. Oh no, I can fix the audio in a way I wasn't able to last night. I might stream for a little bit longer than normal and play some backyard baseball. I'm genuinely considering it. Oh, wait, whoa. I like it when you say things like that, but I'll believe it when I see it. All right, Tony, you know what? We're playing backyard baseball. It's been decided. Tony called me out. Gemini 2 is so much more barrel forward. Tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and start getting this set up. Backyard base. Why does it need my microphone? That's so funny. We're not switching over just yet. I'm just making sure it's ready to go. No. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm going to have to... Okay. All right. I'll get it in a second then. I'll get it in a second. You know what's really interesting? These are not entirely dissimilar. I mean, they are pretty close. I'm not gonna lie. Even though one's Indiana, one's Kentucky. Okay. Oh, jeez. I got so much I gotta change over here. Gotta put it on Do Not Disturb. The Marlins pitcher has a bloody hand? What? 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 Library. Home. We're shifting gears. Oh, I gotta do it this way. Oh, is this gonna work? Hang on. Hang on. Somebody let a fly into the basement and I'm getting increasingly annoyed. Oof. What's really annoying is that I can't change my audio in StreamYard to don't have that. Yeah, might be able to make this work. Why? Why will it not? You're so stupid. This is so dumb. Do 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 do. Oh, give me a break, dude. Are you kidding me? So I literally just can't do it from the applications that I'm running. Why? 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 Sorry. Ooh, I can just select the application. Oh, hot dog. Hot dog. Bump, bump, bump. Bum, 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 bum. Yes, let's go. Okay, hang on. I gotta switch up the. Can y'all hear that? Yes, no, maybe. Hello? Anybody? Can you hear backyard baseball? Somebody please tell me. I need some feedback. Somebody please. Hot dog, Peter. But can you hear the game? No. Can you hear it now? Anything? Still no. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, that's annoying. Um That's so stupid because it's literally like I swear to God, it's showing up as I love technical difficulties. Wait. Oh, I may have figured it out. Hang on. No? Oh, come on. I love Lamp. Bum, ba-dum, 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 bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Dun, 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 dun. Wait. This makes no sense. It's playing. Just go ahead and make all the sound effects. Yeah, fair enough. All right, here's my team. It's the Humongous Melonheads. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep the music going so y'all can have a little bit of something in the background. All right, we are 3-0 so far. I'm just going to turn all this stuff off. Actually, no, I'm going to keep it on because it's fun for me. The gist. We're going to start the next game. Here we go. I have readjusted my team a little bit. We're looking really good. Oh, well, I'm sunny day, and I let's talk about it. We've got a baseball game coming up, folks. Here we go. And there's Vinny the Gooch talking about baseball, too. All right, we got a bunch of kids playing against the professional team, the Baltimore Orioles. Yeah, the season's been really good. Having a great time so far. And we're the home team. We are on the playground. And I have Kurt Schilling as my my starting pitcher. And apparently this is called the Schilling Slipping Slider. Even though it's starting off as a... all right, brother. Why do you want to walk them? I take it back, lose the sound effects? All right, well, thanks, man. Oh. Derek Jeter. All right, I accidentally made fun of Kenny Kawaguchi in my last game against him, so hoping that things are not heated in today's game. Kurt, you got to give me something here, homie. Low and inside coming from Kurt Schilling. That's a pretty great throw there. Kurt's looking a little indecisive. Oh, and Kenny can't get around the ball. That's a strike 3. He's going to find himself back towards the dugout. Here comes Cal Ripken Jr. walking up to the plate. Here comes the stretch and the throw. Oh, a bunt from Cal. Mark McGwire on first base there, working on the third out of the game. Oh, and the Melonheads are coming up to bat. Angela Del Vecchio's starting out the game. Kenny Kawaguchi on the mound. They call him Wheels for no particular reason. Angela out there looking spry as always. That's ball 1. And we're in for ball 2. Kenny Kawaguchi not really able to find the strike zone here for Angela Del Vecchio. Ball 3. Really not sure what's happening here with Kenny. It's the first batter of the game. Oh, she tried to bunt and it went foul. It's crazy that the catcher wasn't able to make any kind of hay out of that. Oh, a little doinker up towards the pitcher. Angela better make... oh, no. She's not able to find herself onto first base. That's the first out for the Melonheads. We got Pablo Sanchez coming up to bat. His little belly sticking out from underneath his T-shirt. Pablo Sanchez, one of the power hitters in the league. Let's see what he can make happen here. Kenny Kawaguchi with a hit. Right, there's a strike right down the middle. And Pablo can't do anything with it. Pablo Sanchez, oh, way too early on that one. Something was in the way. It feels like might have not been able to get around on that pitch. Oh, a little doinker towards first base. But there's an opening, and Pablo gets safely to first base. That's the first hit for the Humongous Melonheads. Humongous Melonheads are operating with a 3-0 season at the moment. 3-0. They've won 3 games. They haven't lost anything. What do you want? Pete Wheeler up to bat now. Let the first one go by him. Hay is for horses, says somebody in the stands. I think that sounds like somebody who loves donuts, but also may or may not pour some whiskey over top of them. Oh, that's strike 3 for Pete Wheeler, and we left one man on base. That's unfortunate. Oh, Mark McGwire. Sorry, we had a miscount on the outs here. Going to watch the Mets for Papa Ritter. Well, that's a real shame because we got a legend of the game here, Mark McGwire, coming up to bat, and he swings and misses on strike one. What a game we've got going here, folks. And just a reminder that Wednesday is ladies' night. Not what you think it is. We're just operating on the assumption that ladies are going to be here. And if you're a lady and you're here, we're going to stand up and cheer for you. Keisha Phillips up to bat with a .454 batting average. She's got the open stance. Hopefully, Kenny Kawaguchi doesn't notice and throws her something she can actually work with. Bottom of the first, 2 outs. Oh, it's strike one. That's unfortunate. Oh, she's going to hit it foul on strike two. The Donut Man is really upset with the fact that we called him out over his consumption of donuts. And, he's storming onto the field. Score stands at 0-0 here, moving into the top of the second. We got a man who's running around with what looks to be censored genitals asking the question, if you want to play a game that is great and online, look up Jake's Booty Call. We'll see about that. Pitch coming in. Dorker to the pitcher. Oh, it's over to first base. He's out of there. Curt Schilling with 1 strikeout already. Oh, got her swinging. Low and inside. You know, it's a tough pitch to hit when you're trying to swing for the fences, but these kids, they've got dreams that are as big as the right field fence. Count is 0-2. Curt Schilling looking confident up there. Blood's running hot. And he gets the strikeout. That's 2 outs against the Orioles. Melonhead's looking hot this game. Karen Donato walking up to the plate. Her family owns a pizza company, and let me tell you, they skimped out on supporting and sponsoring the Orioles this season for whatever reason. It was very strange. When asked why, they said, the books are cooked. We said, what's going on there? Chopper out to center field. Hugo lets it go right past him. What's he doing for a double? Ground rule double. First hit for the Orioles allowed. And not going to look like anything is going to be done for the players on the field. That's unfortunate. That's strike one coming in from Curt Schilling. Curt Schilling, by the way, a blood donor. Here comes the pitch. Oh, that's strike two. Laura Nunez, not exactly one of the better hitters on the Orioles, but she is a great, you know what? Not going to say that because she's a kid. Deathless Dogs. Curt Schilling is nasty on the mound tonight. You really let him down out there. Yeah, that center fielder is not exactly elevating the team here. Here comes the heater. And that's strike three. That's 3 outs. And the Melonheads are coming out to play here. Let's see if anything can happen. Dan, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Coming up to the plate, it's Derek Jeter. Seemingly coming out of retirement, but all he could see was orange slices, and let me tell you, it's a slice of heaven. Strike one. Nobody on base, 0 outs. That's because that's the top of the bottom of the second inning. Sorry. That's ball 2. Coming from Kenny Kawaguchi, things are not looking great. Low and outside, not exactly Derek Jeter's pitch, but that's something he's been able to work with in the past. We'll see if he can make hay out of absolute nothingness. And that's Kenny Kawaguchi throwing trash here. 3-2. And Derek Jeter gets to first base on a technicality. That's right, folks. We got a walk here in the bottom of the second inning. Derek Jeter on first base. Luke Lopez, the left fielder, stepping up to the plate, whatever. I don't really care about this job that much. I'll be real honest with you. I've been drinking since about 2 p.m. As soon as a kid hits a home run, I'm going to crack open a cold one. Oh, that's a shame. Luke Lopez absolutely whiffs it on that. Counts 1-1, 0 outs. We got a runner on first base. That's a ball. 2-1. Got to be honest with you, hard to tell where this game's going to go. Baltimore Orioles absolutely lost their minds to the first game they played against the humongous Melonheads. Unfortunately, though, sad thing is this is better than watching actual baseball. Oh, and he's caught looking. Luke Lopez is going to get the belt from his dad. What a terrible outing for Luke Lopez here. Curt Schilling, the pitcher, up now. He's got a ball 1. Barely missed his right pinky toe. Oh, Curt Schilling absolutely whiffing on strike 1 here. Might be a good idea for him to switch things up. Maybe just try to get on base, even though he's not got the strongest of running. We shall see. Here it comes. Oh, a little bit of a bunt from Curt Schilling. Ball goes to first. That's out 2. Derek Jeter makes it over to second base. This guy doesn't care about the environment. Hugo Hernandez stepping up to the plate. This guy has been known to sink one right over the left field fence. High and inside, strike 1. Caught him looking, but Hugo Hernandez standing very strong and confident at home plate. Oh, caught him swinging on strike 2. That's not great. Has he? You know. Oh, it's strike 3 for Hugo, and that leaves the Melonheads with a big old melon on the scoreboard. That's right. Derek Jeter left on second base. The tie is scored here at Backyard Baseball. 0-0. Curt Schilling still on the mound. We got Felix Grant up to bat, the shortstop for the Baltimore Orioles. Curt Schilling currently pitching a great game with 16 pitches, 3 strikeouts. Ball right up the line. And he's out on a technicality. The tie is scored here, folks. Hugo can't catch, can't hit, send him to the minors. Yeah, we're not entirely sure what's going to happen with Hugo here in the near future. Slow ball coming in. High and inside. Caught Aaron Harris with the swing. Kurt Schilling a little bit indecisive with the catcher here. But Aaron Harris swings and misses on strike 2. Kurt Schilling looking confident here. Let's see what's going to happen. Here comes the pitch. Oh, just going crazy. And caught looking for out number 2. The Orioles are not looking so hot right now. Let's be honest with you. Marcellus Marks, the catcher for the Baltimore Orioles, stepping up to the plate. Kurt Schilling standing out there resolute and strong. Let's see what he's got in his pocket. Oh, that's a strike. That fireball coming in at 185 miles an hour. This kid is going places, and I guarantee you it's not to jail. Oh, that's strike number 2 with another fireball. What is going on? The dogs are going crazy. Oh, no, that's a ball from Kurt Schilling. He's a little sleepy out there, but the good news is he's got a juice box in his back pocket, and he's feeling all better now. Oh, things are looking up. Mrs. Schilling is giving me the eyes, and let me tell you something, folks. If she said yes, I would be out of here in a heartbeat. Mrs. Schilling, I hope Mr. Schilling is not nearby. We got that heater coming in from Kurt Schilling. That's strike number 3. And Marcellus Marks goes down for the count. The tie is scored. Moving into the bottom of the 3rd inning. Schilling's got a juice box. Daddy never sleeps at night. Angela Del Vecchio, we're back to the top of the lineup for the Melonheads. That's ball 1 from Kenny Kawaguchi on the mound. 4 strikeouts, 37 pitches, and a walk. Pretty strong outing from old Kenny. Oh, that bunt goes foul for old Angela. High and outside for another pitch from Kenny Kawaguchi. Count is 2-1. And the bunt goes foul. 2-2. Angela Del Vecchio. 0 for 1 today. Hasn't made it to the base. Oh! Fireball absolutely decimating her left shin. We'll see if she can actually do something here. Oh, strike 3. She's out of here. What an absolutely unfortunate outing for the Melonheads at the moment. The home team is looking pretty rough. Pablo Sanchez stepping up to the plate. Hopefully the hometown hero can do something. Ball is low and outside. We got a crazy ball coming in here. Pablo Sanchez just narrowly avoiding it. That elbow, the magic elbow. That's 3 balls in a row from Kenny Kawaguchi. Something's either looking up or they're trying to get Pablo on base for a double. Oh, Pablo just trying to swing so he can show the pitcher that he means business. And sure enough, Kenny Kawaguchi staring him down
with the mean eyes. Oh, Pablo Sanchez fouling it off into right field. That's fine. A little bit late. Oh, strike 3 and Pablo Sanchez is out. That's 2 outs for the Melonheads. Pete Wheeler up to bat. He's had a strikeout today, and things are not looking great because he's not actually facing the pitcher. Oh, he's figured it out. Pete Wheeler thinks a touchdown might actually be something you get in a baseball game, and sure enough, he swings at the lowest ball ever. Holy Moses, things are not looking good for this kid. Oh, he hits a doinker towards the pitcher. Things are... it's a good thing he's got wheels on. We get a single from Pete. Up to bat now, Mark McGwire. Little bit worried about the potential for Mark McGwire to get a run in, but here's the deal, folks. That was a strike. Very, very low. Absolute nonsense for the fact that that was another strike, but here's the deal. We're 0-2 with 2 outs and a runner on base. Mark McGwire better hit something or he is not getting a juice box in the post-game ritual. Pete, you better move. Oh, no, that's a shame. Mark McGwire is out. We are still here with 2 big goose eggs in backyard baseball. Curt Schilling still on the mound. 24 pitches, 5 strikeouts, and no walks. Looks like nastiness is about to come from old Curt. It's a spitball. Strike right down the middle. Kenny Kawaguchi, not exactly happy about that one. And that's a heater. Kenny missed it. Tension mounts. Curt Schilling throws. Comes in. Left hook. Strike 3, you're out there, Kenny Kawaguchi. Back to the dugout. Top of the 4th inning, 1 out. Cal Ripken Jr. up to bat. 0 for 1 today. Curt Schilling still looks strong and confident on the mound. Here comes the pitch. It is looking breaking and slow. Oh, Cal Ripken absolutely whiffed that one. See what old Kurt's got up his sleeve here soon. Maybe if the commentators that the home crowd can't hear. Oh, that's another strike. Low and outside. The indecisive Curt Schilling can't quite make up his mind on where he wants to throw the pitch. This one is way high, way outside. Not sure what Curt was thinking here, but he just wanted to get another pitch on the record. The count is 1-2. 1 out, Cal Ripken Jr. Here comes the pitch. And that's strike 3 for Cal Ripken Jr. We got 2 outs. The Orioles not looking great. Send him back to the dugout. Curt Schilling with his 6th strikeout of the game. Curt looking pretty good and still strong on the mound for the Melonheads. Mikey Thomas at bat, one of the stronger players for the Orioles, surprisingly so. Here comes the pitch from Curt Schilling. It's a left hook. Oh, Mikey Thomas with a hit. Pete scoops it up. Mark McGwire catches it, and Mikey Thomas is out. Big Vic's backyard base. BS. Thanks for being here. You caught me at the basically back end of my stream as I'm just BSing around. We're going to do the Screaming Line Drive with baseball been a bit good to me. Is something that Keisha says. You all can't hear it, but... Oh! Get on base, Keisha. Why? Why did that happen? It is crazy that we are in the bottom of the fourth inning and nobody has scored a thing. Oh, that was rough. That was rough. Okay, that's all right. That's all right. Derek Jeter. Derek. That's a ball. Don't swing. So my rule with backyard baseball is as soon as a kid hits if I don't have one open already, I didn't know Sammy Sosa was here. I don't even think Sammy Sosa's in this this edition. Do better. That's a ball. Thank God. If I don't have one open already, but if a kid hits a home run, I go and open a beer. Things are not looking great right now. Ooh, everybody's safe. We're looking all right. All right, Luke. That was awful. Luke, what are we doing? My brother in Christ, why on God's green earth would you hit it there? Apparently it was an unrecognized hole and everybody's safe. Curt Schilling, the pitcher. Great. I am feeling a triple play coming on. I'm not going to lie. Yep. Yeah, that's fair. That's completely fair. Hugo Hernandez. We're gonna do something, I hope. Please be a ball. How was that a strike, dude? If I didn't swing at that, I would have absolutely lost my mind. Thank God that was a ball. Oh, take out his jaw. Take out his jaw, Marcellus. Wait, why did he fumble it so hard? Oh, we got to run. Let's go, Keisha. We got to run on the board. Finally. All right. Angela Del Vecchio stepping up to the plate. Things aren't looking good for her. She's had one strikeout this game. She's got a pretty good batting average, though. Here's the problem. Oh, what are they going to do? Walk her in? Oh, she was a little bit late. Oh, just a bit inside. Lord, I don't know what I just did. Holy Moses, dude. Ah! Dog, you just walked in a run. What are you doing? Why did you do that? Oh, no. Oh, we made a mistake. We walked in a run. All right, Pablo. This is your moment, my friend. Or just take out his kneecaps. What? The Baltimore Orioles are ruthless. I mean, I'm glad that they can't actually, like, damage my players, but holy God. Are you about to walk in another run? What is happening? I think I could have sent that, but oh well. They walked in 2 runs in a row. Did you see Kenny at home plate just being severely disturbed? Like, yeah, he should be. Cal Ripken Jr. is the pitcher? No. That was way too inside, Pete. What are we doing here? We only have 1 out. Come on, man. He got us twice with the same pitch, Pete. Oh! Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. Go home, Angela. Go home. Go to your home. Angela, go home. Score that run. That was crazy. That should have been a home run in any other park. However, though, Mark McGwire is now up to bat, so things are going to look a little bit nasty. And there goes that ball. Go, ball, go. Go, ball, go. That's a home run. We're getting a beer, folks. We're getting a beer. Oh, no. Keisha. Keisha, no. You should have crushed that one. Ah. Get to first base, Keisha. There we go. There we go. What was that throw?
Yeah, why would you put Cal Ripken in as your pitcher? He's a fielder, man. How desperate are you? We're in the bottom of the fourth, and I'm up 8-0. I scored all 8 of these runs in this inning. By the way, drinking the Lucky Buddha beer. Oh, absolutely. What? How did that happen? Oh, okay. Keisha can still make it to first or second base. We're gonna finish this up, and Clifton is streaming. Oh, there you go, Luke. Look at this. Let's go, Schilling. I don't know if he's going to be able to hit it. Probably not. Lucky Buddha beer and 8 runs. Coincident? I think not. Probably not. Oh, man. Ooh, that was rough. That's all right. That's all right. In the bottom of the fourth. We got to move this along. We've been streaming for 3 hours. I could just stream all the time, I feel like. I really don't want to walk her, dude. Oh! There we go, Kurt. Way to go, man. Oh, my back. My back is still killing me, dude. I gotta scoot back. Ooh, okay. Kurt's getting a little sleepy out here, but that's all right. Mark. All right, I'm going to try something. Y'all need to watch this. It's not going to work. Okay. I used to have this trick where I could throw it around the field, and and the runner would eventually take the bait. Some people's channels are only streams. That is true. My dogs are barking for some reason. And I don't mean my feet. Oh, poor babies. They think their mama's home. Oh, are we going to turn double play? Let's go, dude. Let's go. That was awesome. Not upset about that in the slightest.
Let's hit that undergrounder. Let's go, Hugo. Also, Tony, you can go over to Clifton Stream anytime you want. I'm literally just trying to see this game out at this point. Wow. Are they walking me? Are they walking my boy? Don't walk my boy. Oh no, that's right. I got an undergrounder. And it goes for a ground roll double. Angela Del Vecchio steps up to the plate. That's ball number 1. God forbid that she does something potentially beneficial to the team. Oh, Lord. She can't hit the broadside of a barn. Wait, I thought that was supposed to be the undergrounder. Oh, my bad. I started this, I'm going to finish it. I mean, at this point, unless the wheels absolutely fall off, I think we're going to be all right. But I do, I'll see Clifton all night. You know the good news, Tony? I'm going to be in the hangout. This is a crazy long stream for me. Well, at least on Thursday nights. Last night, the whole of the stream. Why was that a ball? Last night, my entire stream went for I shouldn't have swung at that. 4.5 hours. Oh! Foul again. This bourbon smells like cigars. Get home, Hugo. May as well. Why not? Ain't no party like an after party. You're not wrong. Mark McGuire. Gonna hit the ball to your outfield. Oh, that's my right toe, my left toe. Why are you throwing it that way? Can I just point out Pablo on second base T-posing? Why on earth is he standing that way? That is so funny. Terrible pitch. Terrible pitch. Oh, come on. Get there, Mark. Get there, Mark. Does this rack smell like chloroform? Does this rag smell like chloroform to you? Narf! Why do they keep throwing balls when the bases are loaded? Do you... Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought I was about to hit a grand slam. Derek Jeter, ba. Let's play some baseball. I want to hit the ball. Let's get a home run. Might be a grand slam if I can make it work. Oh, God, I got a cramp. There's get your eyes checked. What? That's insane. There is no reason for that to have been a strike. It's fine. We have 9 runs and 16 hits. We're gonna be fine. Tony, you should have been there for the stream last night because oh boy did it get heated. So nobody's here to hear this. This would have been a fun personal news story. I ordered food last night and my DoorDasher took a picture of the food on my doorstep. I went out to go get it. I was like, where's my food? There's no food here. Why is there no food present? Well, that's because they stole my food. This is the first time that has ever happened to me. But I was severely pissed. And out some, I mean, not a whole lot of money, but of course it was. You said yes already to the left hook, Kurt. We're gonna throw it. Well, screw it. Hot, dude. Oh, we are absolutely ending this on a double play. Let's go. All right. Anyway, my food got stolen last night. I was really pissed about it. So I immediately called DoorDash services and they were like, "Yeah, we'll figure it out for you." It's not like I don't order from DoorDash regularly either. But I kept trying to get in contact with the Dasher, and they just never answered or called me back. Anyway, what a stream. Holy moly. I actually finished the lo-fi the lo-fi video, the music that I normally play. That's crazy. All right. Woo! I'll see you all next time. Until then, this has been so much fun. What a crazy stream. If you're watching on the replay, I love you. And thanks, Tony, for sticking around until the end. I'll be on the hangout with Clifton later. This is TIMBP Live. I'm Perry. I'll see you real soon. Bye.